Hi, it's Briar. So I'm playing this game, God of War. And so, um, this God of War game is like the eighth God of War game in the God of War series. The um the original God of War game, like the first God of War game, was just called God of War, but they called this game God of War as well. So in the God of War series of games, there are two games that are just called God of War. And there's God of War 1, God of War 2, God of War 3, God of War Chains of Olympus, God of War Poseidon's Fury, um, and so on. There's many, many, many God of War games. I would say, actually, there's probably way more than 8. Although I don't know how many there are exactly, precisely. Say, I'm just guesstimating 8. Um, but the God of War series kind of follows Kratos, who I guess is like half god. Like he's half Olympian god, or half Greek god, half human. And to escape from, you know, the Greek pantheon or whatever, he's moved to Scandinavia,
Get in the
and
boat, boy.
so now he's fighting the what are they called? The Norse gods. You know, Thor, Odin, Loki, Heimdall, etc. And Kratos at this
Still want to go
point
outside to the boat?
has a child. Forget what his name is. And Kratos is not a very nice father either.
Boy.
You know, the plot is kind of like Kratos loves his son, but he's too much of a man to show
That is
that he
F.
loves his son, or he's too much of a man to, you know, give his son any affection and tell him that he loves him.
Father,
What?
did something change? The forest feels different.
Everything is different, boy. Try not to dwell on it.
Yes, sir.
I think that's kind of part of the game is, you know, Kratos acts like he doesn't really care about his son or is really mean to his son, but then, you know, as the game goes on, he probably shows that he does really, really care about him, and we see more of those moments of like Kratos being nice, even though he's normally not very nice to him, which is cool. I mean, that's an interesting plot in a game because, you know, in the game, I think his son gets kidnapped And then Kratos is heartbroken and has to rescue his son and save him from whoever kidnapped him. And he's also very heartbroken that his son did get kidnapped. But this is kind of just, as far as God of War games go, like, this is classic Kratos. This is how Kratos always is in every game. He's just like half God, but, you know, he has to act like the most manly man of all time. You know, right now he's outside chopping firewood and burning his dead wife on a funeral pyre. It's just like, that's just kind of the way Kratos was always characterized in these games. And he's also characterized as being very unhappy. Just like a very manly, miserable
Oh, there do they call to me.
Dude. Very tough guy who's also
Oh, there
very
do they call
unhappy.
to me. Oh, there do they call to me. Oh, there do they call to me. She's ready.
Graphics look really, really good, by the way. And so I think the gameplay in this game is similar to the other God of War games.
Find your way home. You are free.
But, you know, the graphics are obviously way better than they were when the original God of War games came out for the PS2, PlayStation 2, that is. I would say the game also has a lot more realism to it. Probably partly because the graphics are so much better. It seems like there's kind of this sense of like realness to it. Like the physics and the you know, the characters' feelings and the way they look and everything. It just seems a little bit more real. Like the old God of War games, I would say were a little bit more cartoonish, something.
Now it is yours.
And the game is definitely going for more of a sad kind of tone. Wait.